Lesson 194 is a fascinating one for me because it ties back into traditional Christian thinking. I place the future in the hands of God. I'm just going to relax and let God handle it. And it's wonderful when we're in that place of total clarity and total trust that the infinite all that is, the source of our being, absolutely has our back and is moving us through life in a way that is perfect for us. Very few people in our culture have that at this point in time, especially not baby boomers. So let's take a look at what this lesson is saying. Today's idea takes another step toward quick salvation, and a giant stride it is indeed, it says. Okay? And as it goes down to the second paragraph, accept today's idea, and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, all thoughts of sin, devastation brought about by guilt, da 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 da. Accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that lock the door to freedom. If I can learn to know that the all that is creating all that is, that the source energy, the wisdom, the intelligence, the power, the beauty, the love, and the joy of that is guiding my every step and is bringing the context for my being forth, is creating it as I live and breathe. If I can learn to trust that, how could I possibly have any anxiety? Yeah. And it goes on, because as it says, release the world from all imprisonment. I'm the only one limiting it. As we saw in lesson 192, my perceptions and the beliefs that limit my perceptions create the limited view of the world. So that's what we're talking about here. All right. As you look at then a couple of paragraphs down, God holds your future as he holds your past and present. They are one to him, and so they should be one to you. We've talked a little bit about, but there's a lot of research and channeled stuff that suggests that there is no past, there is no future, there is only now. Past is an imagined memory, future is an imagined construct, so let us be fully in the now. And that's one way to say, don't worry about the future, there is only the now. And if I accept that all of that is the unfolding, unworking experience of what divinity is all about, then I can relax into that. So that's a way to look at it, and it works pretty well. There's another way to look at it, and that's a phrase that I've often used in our classes, and that is saying, can you think of any time in your past where you did not have everything you needed to be able to get through that moment? Any moment, any one moment, that you didn't have everything you needed to get through that moment. You might have been terrified that you weren't going to make it through the next moment, but the fact that you are here now tells me you've always had everything you need to get through every moment of your life. Wow. Think about that. And you always will. And you do right now. Right now, even though you may be worried about all kinds of things and fearful about all kinds of things, right now, you have everything you need. Isn't that amazing? And right now. And right now. And when we start living our lives in that way, then we can begin to relax. It was a huge lesson for me to get, I got to say, and I'm sure it's going to be tricky for other people too. And that's how it is, and that's okay. Once we get that it's only our belief about the power of the future that is causing us to live in fear and distress, and we realize that we have always had everything we need, everything, to get through every moment of our lives. Amazing. No matter what the circumstances were. Absolutely amazing. All right. Next paragraph. Release the future. For the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest, free from its ideas of grief and misery, pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions. Isn't that marvelous? Time escapes the bondage of illusions the moment I can be fully present in this moment. I don't have to worry about illusions about the past. whatever stories I've told myself, whatever memories I hold dear, whatever beliefs I have about who and what and where and how. I've done that, taken care of that in lesson 193, and now I'm in 194, and I'm beginning to let go of the future and my beliefs and concerns about that. This was a tough thing for a futurist, right? I mean, there I'd spent years and years and years of my life talking about the future. But then I realized, oh my goodness, the only use for thinking about the future is to give me a sense of, this is action for now that feels right. So thinking about the future is only valid in terms of helping determine what actions I will take now. It doesn't help me at all on any other level. Something to be aware of. All right, so release the future. That's the essence of this lesson. And going down the next paragraphs, if you can see the lesson for today as the deliverance it really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make it be a part of you. So we're going to do the same thing, a few moments, as long as it takes to feel in the morning, I can release the past, or in the future, I can release the future. Last time it was the past, today it's the future. And then in the evening, yes, I can let go of any concerns I have about the future. I can trust and know that the future will be totally cared for, just as this moment is totally cared for. And that lets the worry is gone, yeah? And then, as it said, throughout the day, we're going, just as we did in the previous lesson, every hour if you can, but certainly every time you shift gears from one activity to another, pay attention to, can I release the future on this one? Can I release the future on this one? I don't need to be concerned about this one. I can release it, all right? You can read the rest of the text if you feel like it. Place then, the second to last paragraph, place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of yuck with the truth of love. And that's capital T, truth, and capital L, love. So what we're looking at here is when I release the future, I'm opening a space for that truth and that love to fill my awareness. Totally fill my awareness. And as we know, those of us who have been studying consciousness for a while, that which we are focusing on is that which we will experience more of. So I'm letting go of the worries because, they no longer serve me. It's an idea, it's a fear, it's a thought, it's a belief that is useless, excuse me, an idea that is useless. And I allow myself to say, it's all yours, I trust you, and that yours and you calls that in. The moment we focus on divinity, it comes right in and fills us rushing up, because it's always here. It's just that we've blocked it. And as soon as we open our focus in that direction, we get to experience it. In the last paragraph, now we are saved indeed. For in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. And there you go. Just relax. It's all good. Thanks.